Man, got around. OG7 back here. And today, I have a tale of victory. I have a tale of glory. I have a tale of educating the general public on prison politics and what is snitching and what is not. Hey guys, I had to make this video today, man, because I had to educate people on why it's important to mind your own business. Because what happens, dude, you can be snitching on somebody without even knowing it, man. And I'm particularly talking about this guy, Greg Doucette, or I call him Greg Douchebag. He's a IFBB coach, and he made a video, a Natty or Not video on Cali Muscle. And I want to share with you, man, how you can inadvertently, when you're in other people's business, be dry snitching on somebody, man, that's just trying to make their own money, make their grind, turn their life around. And so, without further ado, I want to run this clip here for you guys. Check this out, man. Here's the guy, and I'm gonna put the link in the description. But check this. This is Greg. This is Coach Greg Douchebag. Look at this, guys.
Once I saw him do this a couple times, I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Let me end this right now. Coach Greg, and today we're going to talk all about Cali Muscle. If you don't know who that is, then who even are you? Cali Muscle, extremely famous YouTuber. He's a big jack dude. He's also 45 years of age like me. We're going to get into, is he natty? Is it possible he's natty? He says he's natty. Is he? We're going to go over, what does he say about getting abs? Can you get abs as quickly as he says? And can you eat the way he does and still get ripped? Let's start out with, is he in fact natural? Well, he has a very impressive physique, but we first have to look, obviously, at his genetics. So I went way back. His genetics are absolutely ridiculous, redonkulous. Better than 99.9% of people. He's got the top level, top tier genetics, okay? Better than mine. He's bigger and leaner than me, and he's my age. But is he in fact natural? Well, he's as natural as Michael Hearn. So if you think Michael Hearn is natural, Cali Muscle, he's also natural. He's as natural as Michael Hearn. I don't need to look at a bunch of pictures and analyze if he trains properly and eats properly and does all this. He's too huge and too ripped to be natural, especially at 45. Remember, people don't get better forever. At 45, your physique should not look as good as it did at 35 if you're natural. If you're natural, train hard your whole life, you're going to peak before the age of 45. It's just the aging process. You can't get better forever. And if somebody tries to spew nonsense or say some bullshit that, yeah, you can eat this way, train this way, and I can do it.
Okay, guys, I think you got enough of his ranting and raving, guys. And I wanted to make this video, guys, because I just wanted to share some topics with you guys. Like, hopefully you guys never go to prison, but if you do, there's a thing called minding your own business, man, and this is very important because if you don't know what you're doing and you talk about somebody else's business, man, you can be dry snitching on them and getting them in trouble, even if they're not doing anything wrong, because you're talking about things that are none of your business and you're putting a spotlight on them. And then you can have the authorities or other people start looking at them when basically they were, what's the word called, guys? They were not in the spotlight, dude. They were laying in the cut, just minding their own business, right? So this guy, Greg Douchebag, he's a pro bodybuilder, man, and he makes these natty or not videos. And I really hope he's watching, guys, because I sub to his channel. I used to like him, and I used to watch his videos, as he's very funny and entertaining, bro. And however, even with his master's degree, dude, he's got a master's degree. A lot of people think just because you have a master's degree or you got a college education makes you smart. It doesn't. When I was growing up in the hood, my uncle told me this. He said, man, there's book smarts and then there's street smarts, bro. And then you got to have common sense. You got to put all that together. So all these guys, like, these guys get all these master's degrees and PhDs. Obviously, they've never been in the street. They've never been in the hood. And why is that important, guys? It's important because guys from the street and from the hood, we come from an environment, dude, where it's dog eat dog, survival. And so when you find something that you can latch on that's positive, dude, and you help people, and it's good for people, and you're not murdering people or selling drugs, man, let the dude be, man. So this guy's got a master's degree in kinesiology, but I don't think he gave a lot of thought, you know, a lot of forethought before he did this video. And I'm going to tell you why, guys. And this is why I made this video. For him exactly, and his buddy, Captain Savaho, Johnny Shrevey, I think that's his name. Johnny Shrevey's this big buff black dude. He's from Canada, man. So I don't know what they call black dudes in Canada, because in America we call them African Americans. So I don't know what they call them in Canada. So I'm gonna just call him a big black buff dude, right? So Johnny Shrevey, he's this IFBB pro, and he jumped into something that was none of his business, man. Like the chimpanzee mangina he is. You know, so what it's just called a bait and switch. So what happened, this dude, Greg Doucette, I mean, he's a Canadian dude, obviously he's a European white dude. Hey man, he attacked Cali Muscle for no reason with his Natty or Not videos. And the reason this is important, guys, is because, dude, Cali Muscle is the next felon, dude. He's doing his thing. He inspires people, and he needs to have a positive light, because once you have felonies and stuff like that and convictions, you want to have a positive light about you. So this Johnny Shrevey, this IFBB pro, it's guys like him, man, Johnny Shrevey, the IFBB pro, that has given women and beta cuck bitch boys like Greg Douchebag free reign to say whatever they want about whomever they want, and not suffer the consequences of their actions. Because in this life, guys, you got to be held accountable, and that's how you learn self-accountability, dude. Whenever you got some big buff black dude, some wannabe alpha that's gonna step in every time you offend somebody, you know what I mean? You don't learn to have accountability, dude. That's how people just become, you know, be able to spout off at the mouth, because they got these big behemoths to back them up. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I've dealt with fake alphas like Johnny Shrevey all my life, both in and out of prison. And it's because of fake alphas like Johnny Shrevey that beta male shot callers in prison can stay in power, as they have these big, strong, stupid Cro-Magnon wannabe alphas enforcing their mediocre rules of their cards or their sets. And I've seen a lot of times when the shot caller is just a little dude, but like maybe he's got a lot of drug money, or he's connected, or he's got some kind of affiliation, and he's got these big ass buffoons, man, protecting him. Because if it wasn't for the buffoons, man, he wouldn't be a shot caller, because, man, in the jungle, dude, only the strong survive. And a lot of the shot callers are small dudes, but they got power through money or drugs or connections. And so what they do is they pay these big dudes, man, to enforce their policies, because they can't enforce them themselves. Why is that important, guys? Because when I was in the military, dude, I went to PLDC, Primary Leadership Development Course, and CLC, Combat Leadership, what is it called? Combat Leadership Course. Dude, you learn the strategies and the tactics to be a leader of men. You don't lead men by going, hey man, you go to hell that dude for me, man. He disrespect me. Hey man, you go get that dude. You get that dude. No. You lead your men like Alexander the Great, bro. You lead them into battle. You say, men, follow me. And you lead by example. That inspires your men, dude. So anyway, man, let me see, man. And just because you have a master's degree, like I said, bro, that does not make you smart. As evident by Johnny Shrevey's amateurish attempt at using subliminal programming, that he is a badass, dude. And what he did is, this is subliminal programming, bro. It attacks your subconscious mind without you knowing it. But what he did is, he made a video, like, talking shit about Cali Muscle, man, you know what I mean, and Chris Jones, right, while he's shooting his compound bow. So for those of you who aren't warriors and beasts like me, gorillas, man, you know what I mean, I've been in the jungle, I've used compound bows, I've used hunting knives, bro. Like me and my homies, we hunt boars with just compound bows and hunting knives, because, I mean, anybody can shoot a boar, because it teaches you how to hunt men. So he's making these videos, dude, where he's like, shooting with his compound bow, so subconscious is like, oh shit, dude's a badass, you know? I don't want to fuck with that dude, right? Man, get the fuck out of here with that amateurish shit, man. So Greg Douchebag should have had the forethought to know that out of all the people he's doing a Natty or Not video on, that he is messing directly with Cali Muscle's grind, homie. Cali Muscle ain't did nothing to do, man. You know what I mean? Of all the people, why he got to make a Natty or Not video on Cali Muscle? Dude's an ex-felon. He's from ex-con to icon, dude. And you might say, how you might ask, how is he messing with Cali Muscle's money, man? Because out of everyone on YouTube besides Big Herc and Wes Watson, Cali Muscle, man, is an American success story, guys. I don't care what you think about Cali Muscle. Like, what I try to help you young guys understand, because I had one young guy tell me in one of my videos, like, oh, the reason he don't respect older dudes because they could be old fools. Okay, I got that, homie. But you got to look at a person, dude, and you got to look at their deeds, man. So get past the personalities. Cali Muscle's an actor, bro. He's really trying to be a good dude. He's trying to right the wrongs, man. And so the whole thing is this, guys. Cali Muscle, man, he gives hope to ex-felons, criminals, impoverished people, and minorities that no matter what you have done, you can change your life for the better, man. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The reason I'm on YouTube is because of Cali Muscle, man. Like, I was in prison the same time Cali Muscle was. I knew of Cali Muscle. He didn't know of me because I'm not a shot caller. I'm not going to go into Cali Muscle's business. You know what I mean? He's from the Oakland car. He kept the car tight. I'm not speaking the things he didn't already say. He was a shot caller in the pen, dude. And I stayed away from shot caller, but Cali Muscle ran a tight car. And so when I got out of the pen, man, I got out of the pen before Cali Muscle, and I went straight into the IT stuff. And then I seen Cali Muscle on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I know that dude, man. You know what I mean? And he just did his grind, man. And then I was like, oh, man, Cali Muscle's on YouTube. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. Initially, it was about martial arts and fighting because I'm not jacked like Cali Muscle. Yeah, I'm in shape and I work out, but obviously he's got genetics, bro. I'm not jacked like that. So I came from it from a martial arts standpoint, but he's the reason I'm on YouTube, bro. So I give homage to Cali Muscle. I give homage to Big Herc for turning me on to how I can turn my prison stories into a positive experience to help people. But I'm just going to say to you, man, so why would Greg Douchebag do that? Honestly, I don't think he did it on purpose. Seriously, that's why I said he's dry snitching, bro. That's why I said, is what he's doing dry snitching. Dry snitching is accidentally telling on the person because you're ignorant of prison politics or street politics or hood politics. You know what I mean? So I don't think he did it on purpose. He is just ignorant of American street and prison politics because he's from Canada. And he only had to do house arrest for getting busted for selling a large amount of steroids. Like, dude had, from what I understand, I didn't read the article, but I was looking at Chris Jones' videos, Tiger Fitness, Cali Muscle. He had over $250,000 of steroids. And just let me tell you something, guys. Steroids are like drugs, man. It's like, okay, I hope he's watching, and I hope he doesn't make a counter video or whatever. But I'm probably too small for him to even give a shit. But when I'm sharing for him, if he hears about this, man. So steroids, man, in America, I don't know about Canada, dude, but it's a drug, man. And when you take it, dude, it gives you a euphoria, bro. And you get strong. You can recover from your workouts, bro. It just gives you power, gives you stamina. It just gives you energy, dude. You can lift like crazy. But it's addictive because what they don't tell you about it, dude, you get a euphoria and a confidence that when you go off of it, see, while you're on steroids, man, and it's got this this chemical compound of testosterone in your body. So then your testicles, as it's going around in your blood flow, it says, oh, there's too much testosterone in my body, so your testicles shut down. That's why most guys who take steroids have small testicles or small peepees. Because the body's like, oh, I'm going to shut down because there's too many steroids in my body. So then when you go off of the steroids, your natural testicles aren't working. There's some other drug you got to get on to kick them back in. But let's say you don't do it. That's why good dudes get depressed and they get soft and they get weak and they get fat because it takes it away. So what I'm saying is steroids, man, is like, it's a big deal. If you got $250,000 of steroids, that's what you have in-house. But the street value of that is worth way more. So the fact that he only had to pay a $50,000 fine in house arrest, I mean, good for him. Yay, Coach Douchebag, right? So all I'm saying is this, man. You know, I think if Coach Greg Douchebag, if he had went to prison, I think he would have not done the Natty or Not video on Cali Muscle that he did, because he would have understood that he is dry snitching. he is putting a spotlight on somebody that doesn't need a spotlight. Cali Muscle needs to fly under the radar, it's called. He's doing positive things. He's helping people. He's inspiring people, dude. But don't... Hey, let me tell you something, guys. And this is for you guys who haven't been to prison and you guys that are squares and you guys never been in trouble and you're fascinated about prison stories. But let me tell you something. This one, I'm going to tell you something. I used to work for... I was the director of technology for a public school system. Let me tell you about a public school system, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. I happened to be able to do it on the east side of a town because there was a lot of gang activity, shootings, and killings. Other IT dudes didn't want to work there, so I got lucky. But when I interviewed with the board, with the committee, they asked me, why should we hire you? Because, dude, they do a life scan. That goes all your felonies. Like, dude, I got horrendous felonies, dude. They came out. They go, why should we hire you? This was the interview, and there's like 12 people, man, sitting around this table, and they were interviewing me. And I told them like this, and I'm going to tell you guys, this is very important. Even you Christians and want to be holy rollers, this is important. I said, each and every one of us has done something that we're ashamed of. The only difference, mine is public record, and I've had to deal with my demons, and I've had to purge them, and I've had to, excise them. Whereas you people here are sitting here wanting to judge me, man. If the curtain was pulled back on what you did, everybody's got deep, dark secrets. Everybody! So never try to judge somebody, because it says judge not lest you be judged. Don't worry about the little speck in the other dude's eye when you got a beam in yours, bro. Because all of us fall short, homie. So I got the job by telling them that, because I meant it, dude. We've all done things that we're ashamed of. Greg, Doucette, Charlie Muscle, Big Hurt, Wes Watson. And we all trying to be a better person. But don't put a light on somebody who's doing good, dude. Don't bring up some negative stuff, man. So anyway, like I was saying, if Greg douchebag went to prison, dude, he wouldn't even have thought about doing the Natty or not video. And here's another thing, man, and that is why Beast Mode Chris Jones and Tiger Fitness Greg Lobliner, that's why they got on Coach Douchebag's case, man. Because, dude, what he's doing is not right. It's not funny to make a Natty or not video on an ex-felon, bro. Even though he's in the public arena, you as an IFBB pro, as a dude that's making money off the internet, dude, as a dude that's making money off of YouTube, which is all about likes and algorithms and thumbs up, dude, and subscription rates and sharing. Dude, don't you know how impressionable young dudes are? And you're trying to tell them, Cali Muscle's on steroids. You're making an allegation. And here's what's important. And I want to share this for Coach Greg and his buddy, Captain Savaho, Johnny Shrevey, man. This is what's important, guys. Like, if you're in a court of law, and let's just say me, for example. Let's say I had a shooting in 1972 that sent me to juvenile hall, but my record is expunged. That means it's sealed. But then the district attorney wants to, I've shot so many people, they want to make a closed case, right? So then this is what the DA will do. Mr. Gomez, is it true that when you were a teenager that you fatally shot and killed someone and you went to juvenile prison? So then my attorney goes, Your Honor, that was expunged and this is not relevant. And the judge goes, strike that from the record. So they're striking it from the court record. But the fucking jury, dude, has already had their mind fucking tainted. Do you understand, Greg douchebag? Do you understand? You've tainted his fucking... You've tainted his image, dude. He's got a pristine image, man. See, it's one thing, dude. It's one thing for people to go, oh, man, is he, they can look at dude, man. He got an impressive physique. Is he taking something? I mean, nobody really knows. Cali Muscle, dude, he's got phenomenal genetics. Even in the pen, dude was swollen on top ramen and shit and fucking spoiled baloney, dude. The dude had an impressive physique, man. Now, yeah, maybe his legs weren't up to par, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think dude's on gear, homie. Because, man, him and Wes Watson, dude, they were in prison when they took the weights, homie. Let me tell you something about working out in hypertrophy. Greg Douchebag and Captain Savaho, Johnny Shrevey, you fake alpha. When you do a lot of, hey, dude, I don't need a master's degree, bro. I've won many championships, titles before I tore my pec, bro. Naturally. Dude, when you do a lot of calisthenics and bar work, it's called like pull-ups and dips, plyometrics, it works a different type of a muscle fiber, dude. It's more, you're more combining aerobics and anaerobics together, because the only way to increase the workload is to increase your number of reps, right? So say you've been doing that for 5 years on Top Ramen, bro, and you got a nice physique and you're swole. Dude, once you get out of the pen and you start eating some high quality beef, fish, chicken, some yams, sweet potatoes, bro. I mean, Cali Muscle don't believe in man in the can. I don't know what Wes Watson does, but let's just talk about Cali Muscle, because this video is basically about him and Craig Doucette. But let's say you get a dude like Cali Muscle, you get some high quality protein for real, and you can increase your grams of protein with some good clean water, not some prison toilet funky ass water, bro. And then you get to hit some weights, man. Trust me when I tell you, dude, you will blow up, because when I came out of the pen, dudes was telling me I was on steroids, homie, and I wasn't even competing or nothing. Like, well, I was doing martial arts competitions, and then they would drug test me, because a lot of other martial arts would, hey man, dude's on steroids, man, he's look at his body. That's just because all them years of prison, my last 2 years in prison, they took the weight, so I just did a lot of calisthenics and everything. So check this out, guys. I went from 340 pounds in prison when they took the weights, and just doing all the bar work and calisthenics and plyometrics and burpees and all that. I went down to fucking 168 pounds, just ripped, dude. Ripped and shredded. Just because I'm working out every day, preparing, because I was getting close to my date. I thought somebody was going to try to take my date. But anyway, once I hit the street and I started eating protein and food, I started hitting the gym, I blew up, man, to 198, just massive, homie. But anyway, back on the topic, man. That's why Beast Mode, Chris Jones, and Tiger Fitness, man, Greg Lowliner, they got on Coach Greg douchebag's case, because he's fucking with somebody's money unintentionally, dude. Come on, man, grow up, dude. Think, you got a master's degree, use it, man. But to address the 800-pound gorilla in the room, I'm calling out IFBB pro Johnny Shrevey to the carpet for his defending his butt buddy friend Greg Douchebag, who he took care of the entire time Greg Douchebag was on house arrest, because they lived together, and I think they were probably spooning each other as they were spooning each other as they tucked each other in under the blankets, playing sword fighting games with their small steroid using shriveled up baloney ponies, dude. They were butt buddies, homie. Cause Johnny's so passionate about defending Greg. Like, dude, like, one thing about me, homie, if my friends do something wrong, even though they're my friends, man, I'm gonna tell them what's right, homie. But then, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go on and make a public narrative like defending what they were saying. Like, I could see on the one hand, you know, Johnny Shrevey, or Johnny Shriveled Up Pee-Pee, he's trying to play this race card, because he's saying that Chris Jones and Cali Muscle are calling Greg Douchebag a racist. Okay, I can see that part, you know. So then they bring the big black dude and say, hey, man, dude's cool because he got a black friend like me, so therefore he's not a racist, man. Shut the fuck up with that coon shit, bro. So I got it, man. You know, you just want to show he's not a racist, but then to pull out the Chuck Basher thing and all that stuff, man, talking shit about Cali Muscle like your own people for this dude, man. Hey, man, you got your narrative fucked up, but then maybe that's how Canadian brothers roll. I've never been to Canada, because check this out, fellas. I got serious family. But one time I was coming from Europe. On my way to New York, and there was a layover in the Canadian airport, man. And so I wanted to go through, security and go outside and just kick it. Don't you know the Canadian authority dudes pulled me over and said, hey, listen to me, man. Don't come back to our country, man, because we would lock your ass up. Because, I mean, apparently they know who's got felons. I don't know how. But I can't even go into Canada, man. And I think Greg Douchebag kind of happy American dudes can't just go into Canada. Because some of the stuff he does, man, like he's on his video talking about, are you making threats to me? And here's the whole thing, guys. When you say stuff like that, you can have somebody be questioned for what's called terrorist threats, bro. That's why you got to be careful on YouTube and public social media stuff, what you say to a person, because it can be interpreted as terrorist threats, and you can be incarcerated for that, dude. Or it can be interpreted as cyberbullying. Let me finish this up, though, man. Yeah, because I think, man, they're be under the covers, man, sword fighting with their small baloney ponies, man, because they got so much passion for each other. But hey, IFBB Pro, Johnny Shrevey, the next time you see your 5'6" little munchkin dwarf buddy Greg Douchebag messing with the real G's money instead of playing sword fighting games with your steroid shriveled little baloney pony, slap your homie across his face and tell him, never ever mess with the real G's grind, as there will be ramifications and consequences. And then make him get on his knees in forgiveness and thank the gods in the heavens above that he is not in prison. Because if he was, he would have gotten dealt with severely for dry snitching on the big homie. And before you make, then this is right before you make him show you his banana goblin skills he used to get his watered down IFBB Pro card. So that's my public service to you guys, man, to teach you guys, man, like, and on the street and in prison, dude, mind your own business, dude. Like, don't be trying to shed light on somebody who's doing good and doing positive things. Don't try to topple their fucking parade, homie. That's some underhanded shit, man. Man, I used to like Greg Doucette. I thought he was funny. No, he's just an ignorant dude because education doesn't make you smart, man. Dude needs some common sense. And then his homeboy, Johnny Shrevey, man, you need to look in the mirror and understand where your loyalties lie, bro. I mean, if you really a true friend to somebody, when they're fucking up, you got to speak the truth to them. Be like, hey, dude, what you did was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm going to get on here and make this video saying you're not a racist. But, you know, the fact you calling him Natty or not, dude, that's out of pocket because dude's an ex-felon, homie. Let him get his money and let him be. So that's all I got to say, homie. I'm not going to even make a Patreon video on it, man, because it's just, dude, I just had to make this, man, just to set everybody straight that comes to my channel. I want you to go over to Greg Douchebag's channel, look at the narrative. I want you to go to Chris Jones' channel, look at what he's saying, and then go to Cali Muscle's channel. And just look at it objectively, dude. Don't take the racism out of it, all that, but look at the dry snitching. Because, dude, in prison, man, you can't be accidentally talking about nobody's stuff, bro, because then, dude, you give up the ghost. And for you guys that don't know what that means, right before you die, guys, you do a final gasp, like, and then you shit your pants, dude, and you cease to exist. So until next time, OG Silverback, out.